Good evening. This is Akashvani. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. Filing of nominations for first phase of Lok Sabha elections to close tomorrow. Several prominent candidates filed their nominations today. BJP announces another list of candidates for Lok Sabha elections as well as names for assembly elections in Sikkim and by-polls in several states. Deadline for online submission of application form for CUET-UG 2024 extended till 31st March. 6 people, including 5 Chinese nationals, killed in a suicide attack in Pakistan's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. In the US, a bridge collapses after being hit by a container ship in Baltimore. And in IPL cricket, Chennai Super Kings take on Gujarat Titans in Chennai. Tomorrow is the last day for filing nominations for the first phase of Lok Sabha elections, while in Bihar, the last date for filing nominations is Thursday. The elections will be held in 102 Lok Sabha seats in 17 states and 4 union territories in this phase on the 19th of April. Tamil Nadu, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim, Lakshadweep, Puducherry are among those states going to polls in a single phase during the first phase. Scrutiny of nominations will take place on the 28th of this month, and the last date for withdrawal of candidature is the 30th of March. In Bihar, scrutiny of nominations will be done on the 30th of this month, and the last date for withdrawal of candidature is the 2nd of the next month. Voting for this phase will be held in Bihar on the 19th of April itself. Notification for the second phase for 89 Lok Sabha seats in different states and union territories will be issued on Thursday. Several prominent candidates across the country filed their nomination papers today for the first phase of Lok Sabha polls. In Uttarakhand, BJP candidate Malraj Lakshmi Shah submitted her papers for the Tehri parliamentary constituency in Dehradun. Lakshmi Shah led a vibrant roadshow in the presence of BJP leader and Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami and other party workers ahead of filing her nomination. Congress candidate Jot Singh Gunsola also filed his nomination for the Tehri seat. In Pauri district, BJP's Anil Baloni submitted his papers for the Garhwal seat. BJP's Trivendra Singh Rawat filed his nomination from the Haridwar seat. In Arunachal Pradesh, senior BJP leader Kiren Rijiju filed nomination from the Arunachal West parliamentary constituency. Congress candidate from the constituency, former Chief Minister of the state Nabam Tuki, also submitted his papers today. In Assam, senior BJP leader Sarbananda Sonowal filed his nomination from the Dibrugarh seat. Party leader and Lakhimpur MP Pradhan Barua also submitted papers seeking re-election from his seat. Congress leader Gaurav Gogoi filed his nomination from the Jorhat Lok Sabha constituency. 8 more candidates also submitted their nominations today. In Nagaland, People's Democratic Alliance PDA candidate Dr. Chumban Murray filed his nomination for the Lone Lok Sabha seat. Indian National Congress candidate S. Supong Meren Jamir also filed his papers for the seat. In Puducherry, 8 candidates filed nominations from the Lone Lok Sabha constituency. In Jammu and Kashmir, 2 candidates filed their papers from Udhampur seat. The BJP has declared 3 more candidates for the ensuing Lok Sabha polls. The party has fielded Kanhaiyalal Meena from Dausa and Indu Devi Jatav from Karoli Dholpur Lok Sabha seat in Rajasthan. Tanau Jam Basant Kumar Singh will be the BJP candidate from Inner Manipur parliamentary constituency. Earlier today, the party had released its second list of 9 candidates for assembly elections in Sikkim. Pema Wangzal Rinizing is the party candidate from Gangtok, and Aruna Munger will contest from the Namchi Singhithang seat. Assembly elections in Sikkim will be held in a single phase simultaneously with the first phase of Lok Sabha elections. The BJP also announced 14 candidates for assembly by-polls in Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, Karnataka and West Bengal. The Central Election Committee of the BJP also announced candidates for the by-elections to 6 assembly seats of Himachal Pradesh. All the 6 rebel MLAs who recently left the Congress and joined the BJP have been made candidates for the assembly by-elections. Meanwhile, senior BJP leader and former Minister Ramlal Markand raised objection to Ravi Thakur being declared a BJP candidate from Lahore Spiti and hinted at contesting the elections from the Congress. Amid reports of a tussle in the Grand Alliance in Bihar over seat-sharing agreements for the Lok Sabha polls, Congress and RJD leaders are holding a meeting in New Delhi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today spoke to BJP candidate from Boshirhat in West Bengal and one of the Sandesh Khali victims over phone. He called her Shakti Swarupa. Mr. Modi asked her about campaign preparations for the Lok Sabha election. She shared the ordeals faced by women in Sandesh Khali and said she will work hard to improve the living conditions of people there. The Bharatiya Janata Party today moved the Election Commission over alleged varied responses of electoral officers on the same nature of complaints in different states. The party cited action against BJP leader and Union Minister Shobha Karantlaje for her alleged objectionable remarks and said no action was taken in similar kind of comments made by a Tamil Nadu minister. A party delegation comprising senior Party leader Ashwini Vaishnav and BJP leader Vinod Tavade met the commission over the issue in New Delhi. Talking to the media after the meeting, Mr. Tavade urged the poll panel that such remarks need to be checked.
हर प्रदेश के चुनाव अधिकारी एक ही किस्म के वक्तव्य पे अलग अलग अपनी भूमिका लेते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं। कर्नाटक में केंद्रीय मंत्री शोभा जी के कुछ वक्तव्य पर कुछ एक्शन हुई और उसी प्रकार का वक्तव्य तमिलनाडु के मंत्री ने करने पर वहां कोई एक्शन नहीं। ऐसे डिस्क्रिपेंसी इसका कारण क्या है? जैसे संजय राउत जी ने महाराष्ट्र में जो कुछ वक्तव्य कहा, तो चुनाव आयोग का हमने कहा आप सही समय पर इन वक्तव्यों के प्रति एक कड़ी भूमिका लेना जरूरी है और चुनाव आयोग ने कहा कि हम इसमें ध्यान देंगे।
In our ongoing series focusing on state profiles during the Lok Sabha polls, we will now go over to Telangana. Our correspondent reports that even before the announcement of Lok Sabha elections, political parties commenced campaigning. Here is more in this report.
The women electors, along with the considerable number of young and first-time voters, will determine the fate of candidates in the Lok Sabha elections, this time in Telangana. Telangana is one among the few states where women voters outnumber their male counterparts. Over 1 crore 65 lakh women electors are among the total 3 crore 30 lakh electors in the state. However, male electors outnumber their women counterparts among the new and first-time voters, as 4,82,000 male in the age group of 18 to 19 years registered as voters. A total 19,356 polling stations have been set up in all 17 constituencies that are going to polls in the fourth phase on May 13th. If you look at the constituencies, Malkazgiri with over 31 lakh electors is the largest constituency by its size of electorate with 14 lakh 23,000. Mehbubnagar is the smallest one. Lakshmi, Akashvani News, Hyderabad.
In view of the heat wave, the Election Commission has issued an advisory to chief electoral officers of all states and union territories. It said the Indian Meteorological Department has indicated the probability of above normal temperatures in the forthcoming summer season, which may translate into stronger and longer spells of heat wave, especially from March to June this year. The Commission has shared a copy of do's and don'ts issued by the National Disaster Management Authority regarding minimization of heat wave impact. We have a report.
Election Commission has directed that every polling party should be supplied with oral rehydration salts (ORS) for their own use, as well as for any voter needing ORS due to heat stroke. There should preferably be permanent arrangement of tap facility for drinking water. As an alternative, drinking water pots having sufficient capacity on the day of poll may be provided. There should be proper provision for furniture like tables, chairs and benches inside polling stations. There should also be separate toilets in sufficient numbers for male and female voters. Tented arrangements for shade with adequate size canopy should be made available as waiting area. It must be ensured that sufficient number of medical kits along with a village level health worker are available for emergency use of voters and polling staff. Suparna Saikya, Akashvani News, Delhi.
This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
Lok Nirnay 2024 special program on general elections.
Every evening at 7 and repeat broadcast at 9:30 p.m. on Akashvani Gold.
updates of election activities,
insights from regions and constituencies,
experts' opinion and analysis.
in the world's largest festival of democracy.
Stay tuned for Lok Prasarak के साथ Lok Nirnay 2024.
Welcome back to the news at 9. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today spoke with Belgian Prime Minister Alexander De Croo and discussed ways to further strengthen bilateral ties in diverse sectors. These include trade, investment, clean technologies, semiconductors, pharmaceuticals, green hydrogen, IT, defence, ports, among others. In a telephonic conversation, Prime Minister Modi congratulated his Belgian counterpart on the successful hosting of the first nuclear energy summit in Brussels. Both leaders reviewed the excellent relations between India and Belgium. The two leaders affirmed their commitment to further bolster the India-EU strategic partnership under the ongoing Belgian presidency of the Council of the European Union. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar today called on Philippines President Bongbong Marcos at Manila. Dr. Jaishankar conveyed the greetings of President Draupadi Murmu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the Philippines President. In a social media post, the External Affairs Minister said Mr. Marcos' guidance for taking India-Philippines to new areas will strengthen collaboration between the two democracies. Dr. Jaishankar also visited Indian Coast Guard ship Samudra Peheredar during its port call to Manila. He said his visit and the ship's presence signifies deepening of bilateral relations between the two nations. Dr. Jaishankar also held a meeting with Defence Secretary Gilbert Teodoro and discussed strengthening India-Philippines defence partnership and the convergences in the Indo-Pacific. The External Affairs Minister concluded his Manila visit by meeting National Security Advisor Eduardo Año. The deadline for online submission of the application form for the CUET-UG 2024 has been extended till the 31st of this month. UGC Chairman M. Jagdish Kumar said the decision has been taken on the request received from candidates and other stakeholders. The CUET-UG 2024 is being offered in 380 cities, including 26 cities outside India. 5 Chinese nationals and a Pakistani were killed in a suicide attack in Pakistan's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa's Shangla today. According to a police official, a suicide bomber rammed an explosive-laden vehicle into a convoy that was carrying Chinese engineers who were going to Dasu camp from Islamabad. The provincial police have reached the spot and commenced relief operations. In the U.S., a major portion of Francis Scott Key Bridge collapsed after being struck by a container ship in Baltimore today. The Baltimore City Fire Department officials described the collapse of the bridge as a mass casualty, multi-agency incident. The conditions were unsafe for rescuers due to freezing conditions and limited visibility. The rescue workers are searching for around 20 people, and multiple vehicles are believed to have fallen into the river. Domestic benchmark indices, the Sensex and the Nifty halted a 3-day bull run today. A report from the business desk.
The Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange settled at 72,470 with a fall of 361 points, while Nifty was down too by 92 points at 22,004. In the forex market, the Indian rupee today ended at 83 rupees and 29 paise against the US dollar. Gold prices at multi-commodity exchange for April contracts were trading at 66,397 rupees per 10 grams. And in intraday trade, Brent crude was trading at $86.78 per barrel when reports last came in. Alema Aneja Dang for Akashvani News.
In IPL cricket, the match between Chennai Super Kings and Gujarat Titans is underway in Chennai. Put into bat, Chennai Super Kings were 192 for 4 in 18.4 overs when reports last came in. And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Filing of nominations for first phase of Lok Sabha elections to close tomorrow. Several prominent candidates filed their nominations today. BJP announces another list of candidates for Lok Sabha elections as well as names for assembly elections in Sikkim and by-polls in several states. Deadline for online submission of application form for CUET-UG 2024 extended till 31st March. 6 people, including 5 Chinese nationals, killed in a suicide attack in Pakistan's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. In US, a bridge collapses after being hit by a container ship in Baltimore. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.